All right, join me on page 680 in your reading textbook. If you don't have your textbook out, go ahead and get it out now. Okay, our vocabulary for the week: pedestrians, outskirts, unbearable, rendezvous, intercept, quarantine, epidemic, and plight. A thesaurus lists synonyms, which we can use in our Google Docs. If you go to your tools, you can find synonyms by defining the word. Words that have the same or nearly the same meaning. Intercept equals catch, stop, block, take away. And if you're a football fan, you know that. Okay, follow along. The Last Great Race on Earth by David Goldberg. Life is different in Anchorage, Alaska. At the beginning of March every year at this time, the downtown streets become crowded with people. But these are not just regular pedestrians. In addition to the people walking through the streets, there are hundreds of dogs. It is time for the Iditarod, the famous dog sled race of Alaska. The name of the race comes from the name of an Alaska gold rush town, Iditarod. It means distant or distant place. It comes from one of the languages of the native Alaskans. More than 60 sled teams begin the race in Anchorage. When the teams reach the outskirts of town, they get a taste of Alaska's wilderness. For about 2 weeks, they will fight the unbearable cold, wind, snow, and ice to finish the race. The temperature on the trail is often well below 0 degrees. Gives a new meaning to the word March Madness, right? Okay, turn the page on page 681. The Iditarod Trail stretches for about 1,000 miles. It has many rendezvous points. At these meeting places, race teams check in to let officials know how they are doing. Some teams get into trouble along the way. Officials will intercept them on the trail and give them the help they need. For example, officials might stop a team's progress to give first aid or to collect an injured or tired dog. These dogs are cared for and reunited with their owners after the race. The Iditarod Trail is an important part of Alaska's history. A part of the trail was used by some heroic dogs and humans in 1925. In Nome, Alaska, many people were catching the deadly disease diphtheria. Diphtheria? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that exactly right. The whole town was in quarantine or isolation in order to stop this epidemic. The only way to get medicine to Nome was by dog sled. About 20 mushers or dog sled drivers offered to help. They wanted to save the people of Nome from this terrible plight. Today, the Iditarod race honors this heroic journey and all of the journeys on the famous trail. As the race organizers say, the Iditarod is the last great race on Earth. Okay, reread for comprehension, summarize, sequence chart, and you'll have a sequence of events chart in your Google Classroom that you can go ahead and get started on now. Thanks again for watching and following along, and I'll see you on the next one.